One like Andrew Tate takes the red pill and exposes the truth.
Okay, what do you think about Andrew Tate?
I think it's very interesting because like on one hand I've learned a lot from him. Like some of his lessons and like his like honesty is like, yeah, that's sick. And then obviously some of the stuff he's saying about women is like, that's not cool. So it's kind of like I ain't gonna idolize him and I'm not gonna share him to everyone and be like, you have to listen to him, blah blah blah. Like a lot of people do. Like I'm aware if you signed up to his course, you like have to encourage people you have to post content about him to get people to sign up for the course.
It's like an affiliate marketing kind of thing.
Pyramid scheme. But yeah, like in some ways he can be a really good role model for young men in that the messages he's saying about mental health and things like that and actually trying to do something in your life is very inspiring.
It's like that veracity, isn't it? It's like, okay, you can apply your guilt, your frustration, blah, 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 and channel it into like the gym, blah, 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 leveling yourself up, like we've been saying, right?
Yeah, so there's definitely good
some
in
of the
there.
sentiments are obviously coming across in a sort of vulgar and bad way, and people are taking it out of context.
Yeah, I think that's
those
very
clips
key as
are
well.
The only things that people see.
Yeah,
it's just like your journey where people only understand that you've been on TikTok for 2 years, not understanding that you've done it for 7 years. Yeah, they don't understand the actual crux of the conversation, right? Yeah, yeah. And obviously he's being facetious in a lot of this content because he wants to blow up. But he's even come out and said he would frame it in a different way if he knew he was going to be as big as he was. Yeah, because he kind of just blew up in such a short space of time. Yeah, I think context is key because he'll speak on a podcast for 2 hours and that's the thing. You see 30 seconds in a TikTok and you suddenly have opinion on him as a whole person, whereas that 30 second of a 2 hour thing might have been him talking about a story. Like you just don't know. So I think people... Like I hate cancel culture. I hate that you can make one mistake and suddenly your career's over. And there's no chance to rectify it or whatever. Like I hate that, and I hate how quick people are to judge and the lack of understanding of context. Because like you could say something and use the wrong wording. You might have good sentiment and use the wrong word because you didn't know, or I don't know, and then suddenly you're evil. Or it's like in the moment, or you're put in the spot, like in a public interview, and you come across bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like that's what happens. Like how some politicians will say the maddest things, but because they're well spoken, it gets ignored. Get away with it. It's kind of it's kind of mad. So I try and not take, I can't lie, it's draining. Try not to give you energy sometimes, like even just thinking about cancel culture and trying to defend or support, or you have to take a stance. I find that draining, so I just try and keep it real. Like it is draining. From what I've seen of this guy on my page, some of it I've been like, wow, that's actually quite inspiring. Some of it I've been like, why have you said that? You've been like, take what you need, discard the rest with everything. And like, it's not a stance that I want to promote to people just to not care about things, but at the same time, mentally, I've got way too much going on. Work, but that's TikTok, bullshit. It's like this, you don't care about I've no space in my brain to angrily hate or love or defend someone. Like I'm not picking a side in it. I'm just keep it moving. Like
the energy people have when they're cancelling people, like and all that. I mean, if you use that energy and do something productive, innit?
That's what I'm saying. Like if you want to cancel someone, just like do it. Like. Why waste your time by speaking about them more? Because if anything, that's just blowing their name up even more. Just if you do hate them, then stop talking about them. Yeah, like is the point, right? But
it's like you're giving your time, you're giving your energy into someone that you don't agree with,
and it's not really affiliated with like your fucking character arc. Like they're not gonna get in the way of what you're doing.
But at the same time, had someone said something horrible about, I don't know, me or my family or religion or something slightly more wider, like something horrible, I might be enraged to say something about. So
of course, a lot of the time, I can't
lie. As a straight white Christian man, I'm not the target of a lot of these people that get cancelled. So I know it is privileged of me to say that like I can just ignore it or like I don't let it get to me, because more time it doesn't get to me. It's not targeted at me. And like, I know that's not a position I want to encourage people to have. If they are cussing out you and I'm trying to tell you to ignore it, like, nah, deal with it in your own way. But for me, it's kind of just like, I don't have the capacity.
Your mission.
I don't.
Love.